G'day, movers and shakers. I'm progressing on the rig. This is the hardest rubbish rig. First it was the hard rubbish rig, then it was the harder rubbish rig. This one's called the hardest rubbish rig. There's simulators, DIY simulators I make out of scrap and people's hard rubbish and broken parts, and making them into a sim monster based on sound, vibration, frequencies, graphics. How it's meant to be, but meant to be. That was not an office chair, that was the back of a couch. But I've gotten somewhere now. It's all robust as hell, ready for its last coat of rubber to go over the back. I've pulled the fork suede nice and tight, ready for the last layer of fork suede, because it's thousands of layers, it's how to roll. It's just real, I'm really soft, I'm really happy with that. It's just beautiful, one piece. Used to be just a sheer office chair that could, I took the casters and the pole off and made it all, padded it up, beefed it up, put walls on it, shit where I wanted it. It was only about that thin. It was just a sheer little office chair. That's that now. Look at the depth of it. It's just insane. But it's all built on a big subwoofer. Same with the pedals. But I'm getting somewhere. You know, I've even wired it all up. I just wired this up now. So I just made this little doohickey, so that I could do push to torque or pit limiter, push to torque, or if it's rally to be like up gear, down gear. But they're nice. It's nice and simple system the way I've done it, where it goes straight through unhindered. Right. I've extended every cord by about 3 meters. You never see a Logitech like this, do you? And I've, again, it's fairly ugly. You know how I roll by now, moves and shakes. If you can do the channel, I just make shit on the fly, but I try and make things just extra bulletproof. And where I want them, the way I want them. The Arduino's not. That's in there. That's in there. That's still got to be mounted properly. I've got to fuck with some things there. But it's starting to really come along. I've just put some rare earth magnets on there, and I've just got to put the square ones on each side, just so it's got that real short throw, but really just pops. Should slap, flick and click. Ready for a motor to make some vibrations through the rods that I've put in there. So I'm really coming along now. I can just go bolt it on straight on once I've wired that up. It's really, I think, yeah, I can take that off. I could drive it now. Movers and shakers. You just know how I do things, and I never learn. I don't know if it's the right way to put it. I keep tending to do the most stupid shit, like build a whole complex system on top of a system, on top of a system, on top of a system, with wire galore, and I don't even know how to do electronics. I just watch it, and I don't test a fucking single component or even wire or anything until it's all done, and then just press go and just assume it's going to work. Yes, it has so far. I've been lucky through hard rubbish rig, harder rubbish rig, and this is the hardest rubbish rig. This is more fucking fucky and wiry than ever. It'll all be covered up, and obviously I'm tucked in. I'm looming things at the moment, seeing where I'm going to need things, and then I'll tuck it all in, I'll dress it. Point being, idiot. Because I really don't need to put that sort of pressure on myself. You know, extended the rod a bit. Sorry, the shifter. You know, I don't know why I do it, and I do know why I do it. First, hard rubber rig, built it, didn't give a shit if it worked or not. Second one was just stupid and forgot. Third, I told myself I should, and then forgot again. ADHD, right? So it's not out of, oh, I'm just going to choose to like just push my boundary on my luck and see if it even bloody works at the end. Just press go and hope it works, which is not likely, is it? And now I've got to find the gremlin through it when it doesn't. Assuming it doesn't. Been lucky so far. So based on a Muteki sound system, active subwoofer on the pedals, active subwoofer under the seat, it's all been rubberized. It's ready for the last bit of fork suede, last bit of rubber. I'm going to dress it up. I'll start putting components in. button boxes, things like that. But you know, she's in there, she's solid, and you know, it all looks pretty ugly, but this will all be covered up, and you know how it works. So it's got USB joystick for, say, pedals. Or that's actually, these will go to Arduino, as a matter of fact. And you know, I can wire to there. That can be up, down gear. I've just got all of them can be buttons. Just on the USB joystick. That's a motor controller on top of Arduino. So that's for the motors on the pedals. The other Arduinos, how many Arduinos do you need? Wow. This is going to be a beast. Not just sound, visual, but mechanically is in the motors in, say, pedals and things. One in the shifter. This one will be for lighting. So this will be WLED and wind. So I'm going to have wind. This one will be ambient lighting cross shifter. So shifter. They'll be here. Something like that. There's something there. I'll probably cut that open a bit and slot them in there somewhere. Yeah. Look. Okay, I'm not going to do this like I do every episode, so I'm going to make a short video and then start building it on the fly. Button box will be in somewhere, but it's really, I'm happy. I've got a V8 Supercar on the screen right now, because from old hats, old moves and shakers that have been here from the start. You know who you are, Steve, Fredo, friends of mine, you know, Paolo, Stillian, Will. It's about the vibrations and the sound, the oscillations of over the years learned to harness, and use, and manipulate, right? So that was a Sheoff chairs thing, but the sound in this fucking thing in here with this massive subwoofer under the so-called I call it cochlea, because it's like there's no exit for that subwoofer, extra compression sound of the two subwoofers. They fold back, so there's a middle bit in the floor. There's a hole in the floor pan, so the floor pan's at that level. The subwoofer sits under that, and then the pedals sit on top of that. But the sound goes from the subwoofer, folds back into here, and then out the hole. This one goes up into the chair, up into the seat, and then folds back and comes out the hole as well. So inside here, you actually feel the air pressure. It's like not like wind, like proper breathing like subwoofer does, because it's got plenty of that. But it's like when I blow my yidaki, which is the didgeridoo. For those that don't know, I'm an Aboriginal. You know, Wiradjuri Boonwurrung, and when I play my yidaki and I get the right amount of breath and the right amount of pressure, it's like there's a floating air pocket there, right? And that's when it's quiet. So the thing literally oscillates. But listen to this. It's just going to be a monster. I've lost my signal too, which is here. I've freaked out. I don't know where I've pressed one of the functions. Excuse me, I'm going to burp. It knocked the wind out of me. You can hear it like down the road probably. That was pretty loud. That was about halfway volume. 1000 watt, I think it was, from Sony, the original, the first edition Malaysian Minteki, where it had the twin active instead of just black plastic junk they made after that. This is the collector's item one, or the one that it's not hi-fi. It's not a hi-fi system. It's still a stereo, but it's a fucking good stereo, especially when, you know, I've got it the way I have. And the mic that I can have hooked up, I've had it hooked up, which is this mic that comes with this Sony Minteki system. Balances all my speakers and does it all right. All right. So anyway, well, I'm breathless just after no shit. I'm almost out of breath. Well, I am sort of panting a bit because my heart rate went up and everything. It's so loud and aggressive in there. I don't know. Yeah, obviously, Steve, explain to me, for Down Racing, explain to me what you mean about audio compression and shit. Yeah, I'm dumb as fuck, right? What do you mean about audio compression and YouTube and shit? Does that mean it's like it's not full channels of sound or something? It's flat or stereo compared to, I don't know. Or is it mean it doesn't get the peaks and the troughs of full sound wave, and you don't get the full sound experience? Because if that's so, imagine when you do get whatever you're saying YouTube doesn't do. Yeah. I mean, I'm panting in here. When that was going in, it was aggressive. I could feel the vibration in it all. It just blows me mind. Even though I'm the one doing it, and I've done it several times, and I sort of soup it up each time. Wow. Hard to explain, I suppose, through sound for anyone sort of watching this can know, but just sound alone, it took the wind out of me and the vibrations. So it's just really cool. So I'm getting there. Starting to make some real progress. I'm ready to rubberise it properly now. I've got different forms of rubber and silicone I use, and fucking upholstery and weird shit, just to do what I'm trying to do. And most people just buy a fucking seat or whatever, but in the end, it's like that's what makes my shit so fucking cool, is because it's all alive. It's fucking, it's organic. It's like it almost tells me what to do. Now, that's schizophrenic, isn't it? It's not, but yeah, I've extended that. It's time to put some these nice little ones in there, these square ones. So that'll go. It'll stick to that centre magnet right now because it's not stuck on. It already wants to go for it. That's so cool. I've got it. I must have found the right distance now, because as soon as I go to that, it wants to go. I haven't unstuck it yet. Watch this. If I even move this, it's just gonna go tick. See that? I just touched it. That's so fucking amazing. I've got it spot on. So that's great. I love not measuring shit. So that's spot on. Watch this. I'll pull back here so you can see me just touch it and the magnet pop on. See how perfect I've got it, which it'll be stuck in, so it won't do that. Here we go. I'm about to move it. I'll put the red dot up here so you can see the red dot move. Try and keep my phone from shaking. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. A little micro movement. Bang. Woohoo! So that'll translate to a pretty nice throw about to about there. About there. That's beautiful. Very nice. Very nice. So once I've got that done, there. Next, I'll wire these up. I'll lift those up a bit. Probably, actually, I might even do them both sides, like different side. Just because I love symmetry. I reckon symmetry is always good. Fibonacci, what do you call that? There's spirals. What's that? You got fractals. Fractals are cool, but you try and keep things like a Boxer motor or Cosworth or anyone who builds something good. You try and make it symmetrical. So I was thinking about maybe just doing it like that. I usually would, without thinking. So I don't do that a lot. I was going to do it something like that, you know. Click, click, like that. But I was thinking, well, you've got to do symmetry, don't you? So it means I'll turn that one around and put it there. No, it's ugly, so I'll put it here. It just looks ugly. Same function. That looks much nicer. That's, on the angle, looked way cool. It actually gives them more room too. Something like that, right? Yeah, like that. It'll be like click, click. Done. I'll wire that up. See, that's not practical. As sexy and symmetrical as it looks, it's just wire. Too much wire in the wrong places. So really, it'd be like that. It'd be like this, like that. I've only got the positive and negatives coming out. Then I'll go straight to whatever I decide to plug it into. That is getting there, truly getting there then, because then it's all again a final dressing stuff, firewall out of like a real thin steel, whatever. I'll just look at the race cars, see what they got. Then I go, oh, there you go, looking at the race cars, see what they got. A very important part next. I think before I'll do the seat, I'll dress that. I'll start tying up some wire and some looms. I'll start plugging it all in. Well, it is all plugged in. Fucking idiot like me waits till the last minute, plugs it layer after layer after layer after layer of a shit show. I shouldn't call it a shit show. That's what I call a mess, is what I mean by a shit show. And a shit show of wiring, right? I'll set up those looms good, and then I don't test a single fucking layer or single fucking bit of wiring I've done until it's all said and done, and then I press start and just hope it's going to work. It's not advised, not bright, not something I deliberately do. I'm just ADHD and just forget. Next, I won't dress it all like I was saying. I'll get more components in, like dynamic lighting and addressable lighting. So I'd call that immersive lighting. And she's starting to come together. Wind, I'll put wind in. Tell you what, it's just really getting to a point. Yeah, ADHD. I was walking over here. I said, this is what's next? Looking at the car. I better give myself some door nets. So next I'll be stitching up some door nets. Here's a hypothetical. Here's something black. Both dyed black. Wrong width. His looks like double this. No, it's not much bigger. Here's his hand. No, that's just too narrow. There must be another. What's that? Oh, I'm asking you, movers and shakers, what's this? I meant the thickness. I'd say his door nets are about almost that thickness, but not quite. So I'd say another third. So I'd say his a bit bigger than this. The door nets look a bit bigger than that, don't they? This must be one that's about. It's probably about 15 mil, is it? I don't know. It's making shit up now. I think they're about that fat. I'll make some door nets up. PVC. Third wheel exclusive. You've been catching wind of this and you're doing a fucking bang up job, brother, with your 3D printing and doing your ultimate me lucky 911 cup car. I think you're doing at the moment the ultimate build. I'll use paper mache and cardboard. Those who want to check out who like this channel, get please, especially you guys like Stillian. Stillian, you already be fucking looking at it. Paolo Gunner, just a pure driver. If those that don't know, look him up. Paolo, check him out, right? So third wheel exclusive. He's doing a bang up job, Paolo. So are you, brother. I'm getting there. Like, subscribe, you know the drill. Let's get it out there. Coming to the completion of this, I'm going to get myself a whiteboard and I'm going to write on it. Fredo taught me that things in writing end up more real. You get them done more better. And what's going to be on that board is not what I'm thinking and writing, a checklist. It's going to be the community, you guys. You know, Theobald exclusive. Will, boosted media, mate. Get on board, right? Still in. You know it. You know, Race Bell Matter. For Dan Racing, Steve-O, Savage, right? Freddo's rally career. I need all you people to help me write on this whiteboard about Ducks Guts Racing, the channel, the race team, the high-level sim rig build, and possible development of the most ultimate rally game ever done by all the important people in our sim racing community. It's not something I want to own. It's something I want us to all own, and it can't be done in third wheel media. That's why I say third wheel exclusive, mate. Yeah, I fucking dig what you're doing, dude. You know, you've got all these people on board. You've got a good budget. You build a fucking 6 sim rig. Get on board with this one coming with ideas and your experiences and challenges that you coming across now that I'm sure we're sure to encounter. When I say I'm assuming you're all fucking doing it with me, right? Because I don't want to just build the ultimate sim rig like Stillian and all us will and we all do. We attempt to do. I'm imagining a facility like BMW, got $4 million one. People got simulators for the right reasons to race teams practice because you can just reset. It's easier than track time. All the good stuff. I'll approach Porsche, but I'm talking next fucking level. I'll put fucking BMW, fucking Boeing, fucking NASA to shame with my ideas and abilities using components like Bosch or Porsche. I'll just get a fucking Porsche 911 GT3, fucking take the wheels off it and put it on some of those fucking actuators they test Polaris fucking, chassis on, and then I'd get a actual real road textures, like about fucking 8 of them on conveyor belts, on like a treadmill. Like I'd run an athlete on a treadmill. And that whole fucking thing would be on a fucking, what do you call it, a gyro, one of those things in NASA, put them in a centrifuge, And that's the way I fucking think. I'm thinking, you want to make it, because unless you just get a real race car and race, it's hard to get that level. But I'm going to get that level by just basically getting that race car, putting it in a facility that has the most 30 billion degrees of freedom, almost infinite degrees of freedom, and a real Porsche Cup car in a facility with the most fucking the shit I'm good at. It'll be like I'm thinking right now, I'm thinking on the fly moves and shakers, but on a whiteboard, help me build that shit. Let's all do it together. Sick fucking game. Woo, imagine that shit. And it's okay to dream big, and sort of that way you can, anything less is still fucking kick ass. I mean, look what I do for paper mache, and sticky tape. But my point being is, I wouldn't even have to spend. The Porsche would actually be actually expensive at the facility, and it's all expensive. But I could do it fucking so much better than anyone else that does it out has ever done it, because not only would I get it to be there for the right reasons, for training, for drills, for fields of setups, but it would be so impressive that it's good. To me, I don't see why I can't make it like the real thing. Rain and all. I'm talking about fucking, because latency and in actuators and speed and all that, which is the high end level problems they come across, which is not aesthetics. They just car. It's things like that. It's about response times and data from, say, a simulator or a simulator, not a simulator, the software giving signal. So that's it. It's programming. There's a lot of intricate. I don't even know the right words as usual. That's what they deal with at the high end level, and I'm going to avoid all that shit because I'll be giving real world data into real world textures, into real world actuating. But the actuating is already hard for me to describe. But I'd use fuck all digital compared to things like pneumatic. I'll use them all too. Hydraulic. I'll use lots of chain gear. Chain gear is fucking terrific because I'll have it all real time. So there's a lot, and I'd have sick, we'd have sick, obviously, data coming through from software that we've all developed. I want things to be instant, no latency, one-to-one joined mechanically tied to everything. That's just the way I do things. It's like, yeah, fly-by-wires kick ass, and you can do that lots. But nothing is better, like I say, with a robot, you can put an electric motor and tell it to actuate and to move. But with, say, pulley, gear, chain gear, and then you can hook that to another chain gear to another one. It's like they talk about a ruler through the universe. It's instant at the other end. As soon as you move here, it's instant at the other end. And that's how I want everything tied together. So, yeah, I can just imagine the gearing, being on spit, it'd be a centrifuge. I can step that down amount of billion times to make it not even a facility, it's just a shed with one of these on spit. But with money, we could do a kick ass. So, woo, I got hyped in. Typical ADHD, I get excited and I'm out of breath. I'm like, wow, this is terrific. I haven't done anything. But, come back at me. Still in. All you guys. I mean, look at all your, look at all your sponsors. Look at all your people and things you just do and just buy commercial products, which is great. I mean, fuck, I'm using Logispec and ripping them to shit and whatever. But there's so many developers out there that have done components. Let's just get the best of fucking every world, and I'm just gonna fuck them together. I'm just like not force them. I'm gonna persuade them to be together. All tech. I'll use pneumatic, hydraulic, fucking chain gear, belt, fucking work. Oh mate, electronic. Digital wavelength, what do you call it, square modulated wavelength fucking signals. I'll use it all, but only when that's what it needs to be for that fucking thing that I'm doing. Get on board. If everything I just said to you is fucking bullshit, help me get a GoFundMe thing. So again, I do need help. I'll admit that. So like do a GoFundMe shit for Ducks Guts Racing. We'll just make a simple channel where we build the best we can as a community. Where gives a fuck? Which I don't know. Just give me your thoughts. Let's get some. Let's go hardest rubbish. Let's just go Ducks Guts Racing, rig, build, challenge, fucking, and just blow everyone away. Possible? Maybe. Thanks for watching.